Mr. Lamping, this is Joel. It was sure nice to visit with you yesterday. Learn about all the good things you've done in golf over the years. So remember, when we first looked at it from this angle, noticed that you're kind of above the plane there with the club head on the downswing compared to what we'd see with the tour players, the way they're coming down that plane line so well. And also there's a bit of a difference, right, that they would tend to keep their right knee on that line on the backswing, where you kind of got that right knee quite a bit straighter there, Mr. Lamping. And then when we saw it from this face-on angle, the main difference I was describing to you, I'm saying is significant, is that those arms are extended for the tour players through impact. That right hand covers over their left, whereas what we saw here for you, Dan, was those arms were kind of curved more and that left hand was up on top of your right. Different than what we'd see for the tour players. And the driver was good to look at, since you kind of felt like it was a little different. And we saw that it was a little different. That you felt like you do kind of take that up a little higher on the backswing, and that it was indeed a little higher on the backswing than what we saw with the iron. You see the same, and the extension is a little better there with that driver. But I'm going to say, remember, the main thing I'd want you to start giving some attention to is indeed to get those hands and arms extended better through impact. Looking more like that there, Dan. Fantastic. Looks much better than what we're seeing over here on the left. And again, you see how your weight shifts better too. We noticed that. So that's a great drill right there to get used to, Dan. Beautiful. Much different than that. And then from the down the line angle, looks pretty good. From that face-on view again now. That looks nice. And notice too how that helped 3 or 4 or 5 things accidentally there. Just thinking about that. Helped your weight shift, helped your release. Helped your balance. A lot of good things going on there, Dan. Right there, instead of that. Good work. Again, feel free to give me a holler with any questions at all, Dan, about any of the things that we did there the other day. Again, the putting, I wouldn't give you too many ideas about it quite yet. I'd have to kind of see you hit some more putts on the green and talk about it a little bit more. But that's a lot of good work going on there, Dan. Thanks so much. Take care.
This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is the 3D equipment, to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com, so when you hit your full shot, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. Then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and get some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or if we get pretty satisfied that things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is for the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.